And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook able to escape. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 4th down, Keenum. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Roethlisberger will throw. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A toss to Cook. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 22 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And some room to work. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big run that time by Bell. 47 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that'll make it 13-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, they try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Throwing is Keenum. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Now Brown. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now Roethlisberger going with the option right side. Now Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 58 yards, and the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Keenum now to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook, his running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Keenum. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Keenum. Got a man, it's right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, it's Keenum. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Keenum to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They run it again with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Keenum, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Keenum to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence. It looked like.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A give, this is Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
But last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He'll have a first down past the 40. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. I think their fans are saying, hey, where's that Roethlisberger to Brown connection been in this one?
First time they get together is in the second half. I don't think any of us would have predicted that going in because we know how valuable that is to their offense. And that could be a big reason why they're not winning right now.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. On 1st and Griffin. In there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Into a double team, and it's turnover. They're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for the 2nd straight play. They may want to block him on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 36. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself and play.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Terrence Newman with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And right with it here over the middle. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. Now a run would come, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Down to the 25. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On the give, this is their fullback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the option going left on second down. And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Forbath out to kick this one away. On the return, Fitzgerald to Son. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Now Roethlisberger. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired him into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.